Yo, how's it going everybody? It's me, Arctic. In today's video, we're going to be talking about what characters you should use with Kamisato Ayato. Now, for this video, we are going to be using our boy Tartaglia as the stand-in for Kamisato Ayato. And then we're going to be filling in these other slots with other characters. Now, keep in mind that these team comps are going to be generalizations, but the goal of this video is to get you guys at least a pre-release team comp that you can try out once he actually releases. So Tartaglia and Ayato are honestly very similar in terms of their overall kits and general playstyle. I think they're very close to each other because they do actually have a certain amount of downtime on their skills. Ayato has a 6-second duration on his elemental infusion, and he has a 6-second downtime for a 12-second skill cooldown. So yeah, he has like 50% uptime. Tartaglia is kind of similar to that as well. So one thing that actually separates Tartaglia from Ayato is that Ayato's burst is a sub DPS ability versus Tartaglia's, who's just more of like a actual like big damage numbers kind of burst, you know? And so I think that's really what makes Ayato a little bit more of a must pull versus Tartaglia, who definitely is more on the melee range and like AoE kind of damage, I would say. But anyway, the first team comp I'm going to recommend to you is a Ayato Vaporize team comp. You're pretty much going to use Ayato as your primary Hydra applicator and a primary like Vaporizer, you know. He is a sub DPS also. This is going to be very good because then you can cast like his elemental burst before you would swap to like your Hu Tao and your Xiangling, for example. Then Hu Tao is also going to basically apply Blood Blossom, that kind of stuff. Inversely, you can also use like a Yoimiya as well, and I think Yoimiya works a little bit better in this team comp. But honestly, I think Hu Tao and Ayato's like cooldowns and stuff and durations on their skills are actually going to flow very nicely together. So definitely try that out. Instead of Ayato's reliability on vaporizing, I don't think he's going to be too reliable just because he attacks so fast with his normal attacks, but you are going to probably be able to trigger this quite effectively if you have like Xiangling up and a lot of like pyro application. That's mainly what you're going to want. You're going to want pyro application from your supports. This next team comp I'm going to recommend is more of a Perma Freeze type team comp. And you can basically use like Ayato and Mona right here. Mona can be inversely changed out with like a Kazuha potentially, or you can even use like a Shenhe on here if you really want some extra like cryo damage. But I think Mona is actually a pretty good fit for this because your goal is to have like permanent freeze uptime. And so like Mona can be pretty good for that as a like sub DPS and like burst support. Pretty much can just cycle your like rotations and whatnot when your Ayato is on his cooldown for that 6 seconds. And then we've got Ganyu on here just because she has such a large area of effect on her burst and it applies cryo at a very fast rate. You could possibly use like a Yaka or any other cryo sub DPS character, and that would actually work pretty well as well for here. And then for healers, like Chi-Chi or Diona pretty much works right here. Alternatively, you can run like 2 cryo sub DPSs and then run like a Bennett or something right here if you wanted some damage boost from that. And the last team comp that I want to talk about is going to be an electro-charged team comp for Kamisato Ayato. And I actually think that electro-charge is probably going to be one of the stronger things with him, just because electro-charge does trigger actually pretty fast. Plus we have very good sub DPS characters like Fischl. We've got like Raiden Shogun. I made a video on this already, but if you guys want to use a 4-piece Thunder Fury, you could potentially actually get your uptime on your E skills infusion up to like around 100%. I don't know exactly if it's going to be super reliable on doing that, but I think that'll be fine. Alternatively, you can just like rotate around your supports, and I think it is going to still be fine. Definitely want to make sure that you have a Fischl. I think C6 Fischl can work by herself in this team comp with Ayato, and then you could possibly use like a Kazuha instead of a Raiden Shogun. But honestly, I think the extra like electro application, especially with Raiden Shogun, is going to be nice. Plus, Raiden Shogun can actually refill your elemental burst. So honestly, this team comp right here could work with pretty much going like non-4-piece Thunder Fury on Tartaglia. And if you really want to go for the meme build with constant Ayato uptime, you know, yeah, then you could probably go like C6 Fischl and 4-piece Thunder Fury Ayato, and that could actually be pretty crazy. Anyway, that's it for the video. I hope you guys liked it down in the comment section below. If you guys want a little bit more in-depth stuff, I will try to respond to as many comments as I possibly can in the comment section below, but with so many coming in, it's hard to keep up sometimes. But anyway, it's been me, Arctic. I will see you guys in the next one. farewell.